baby. Yes, we're on video now, too. Ooh, that means you can look at our nice and sexy bodies. Yeah. Welcome to the JM Pro Sports Talk. This is our first episode on camera. I told you guys from episode 1 that's what our future goals were going to be, and here we are. How does it feel?
It feels like we got 2 dogs.
We do have 2 dogs right here. Yeah.
And they're chewing toys and shit.
Yeah, that's our ball. So, you can't have complete silence.
Until we are rich.
Yeah. All right, that's enough. Thank you. Okay, so a lot has happened since our last episode.
Yeah, we missed a week.
The big thing, we both had COVID, so we were both out for a couple days. So we were out of work. We were not doing much. So the first day we got back,
we kissed.
Yeah, we did. We tongue punched each other's fart boxes, actually. But no, the first day back, they were just, so behind on work and everything. Was not able to squeeze an episode in last week. But we are back. We're back better than ever. For those who support us and pay monthly to be, a monthly supporter, we appreciate you. And, of course, we will continue bringing out amazing content. So that was just a little hiccup, but now we're back. So what about the one thing that I wanted to bring up before we dive into everything. So 2 weeks ago, I remember one of the last things that we talked about was Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets, and it's still not done.
I told you when we were talking about it that it's not going to probably happen until the fucking draft, or like right up to the draft, or it's going to be right after.
But, anybody else can say what they think. I'm pretty sure this is only hurting the Packers by waiting this long. Because now they are giving the first round pick up.
No, they're not.
Or Jets. My bad. Jets are now giving the first round pick up.
If they do the trade now, yeah. But I don't think they want to give that pick up. That's why the trade doesn't happen yet.
Well, I still can see them in black and gold. So
No, you can't.
What about the Bengals? What about their free agency since last time we talked?
Nothing in free agency's really happened since then. But we did get Irv Smith Jr.
Wow.
So, maybe if he stays healthy, we might have a chance to keep our tight end thing rolling. But,
Lamar Jackson, still not signed. But since the last episode, he did post that message. And we do have fellow Raven supporters that we know. One of our closest friends. He still thinks Lamar will be a Raven next year.
Yeah.
So when you hear takes like that from Ravens fans, do you think the Ravens fans now are just brainwashed?
I think they just want him to stay. That's all it is, really. Because at this point, if you read that and you think that he is going to be there next year, I don't know what you're reading, because he was talking like he's out already. Like he doesn't.
Yeah, he's saying this is my goodbye.
Yeah, he's like
basically he was thanking all the fans.
Yeah,
and he said in the message, he's saying, the Ravens were not wanting to give what I thought I was worth, and so him saying that in the message clearly states they're nowhere clears. They are nowhere close in terms of negotiating for a new deal. At least I don't know if that's 100% true. Yeah. I would assume that they are far away from making a deal.
Well, from what I saw, don't know if Lamar actually said it because I don't think he did, but something that I saw said that Lamar, he doesn't want the contract that Deshaun got. He just wants $250 million guaranteed in a contract, whether it's fucking 5 years or 10 or whatever.
Well, I think that was just like when we were listening to the Pat McAfee show. I think it was Ian Rappaport came on. It might have been Adam Schefter. But they're talking about the Deshaun Watson deal. And that basically every other owner in the whole league were furious at, because now you have that as an example.
It's a dumb deal.
It is. It's terrible.
He's still.
And so, but now that terrible deal has been done, the other quarterbacks are going to want that much and guaranteed. The Browns are the only team dumb enough to do that.
Well, you can say that, but at the same time, Murray, I'm pretty sure, signed a deal after, like Kyler did. Burrow's not going to do that.
No.
And I bet you the other quarterbacks that are coming up aren't either. Like Herbert's not going to do that.
Kenny Pickett.
Pickett's got fucking 4 years left.
Don't.
But
get
who's the
him.
other one? I think it's Josh Allen. Like they're not fucking asking. They're not going to ask for that fucking 250 guaranteed. But they honestly might get it because they've actually done shit. That's the only thing about Lamar. He's only won an MVP. He has not won anything else.
Yeah, how many playoff games?
I believe 0. Unless they won
No,
one.
he's
Did they
won
win one?
Yeah.
Who'd they be?
Titans that year.
Oh, yeah, when they were dancing on the logo and shit.
Yeah. But that's it. That's all. That's all he's got. But I mean, he still is a fantastic player.
Yeah, I
and,
love Lamar. I think he's awesome. But I mean, I just
he's definitely worth being paid. As one of the top best quarterbacks in the league. He's just not going to get that guaranteed money, and I don't see him ever getting that guaranteed money.
I think he's going to get the money. It's just the deal has
Not
to
guaranteed.
be... Yeah, it's just the deal has to be longer.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to get that deal on a fucking 4-year contract like fucking Deshaun Watson got. Because Deshaun Watson's whole contract, he doesn't have to play a single game, and he gets all of it. Doesn't matter what he does.
Well, it basically feels like he's not even playing for them because they're just as average with them.
I mean, you see his first fucking game, he threw 16 balls in the dirt.
Yeah. So, I think maybe we'll definitely see this year if Deshaun Watson's... So, let me ask you this. So, if Deshaun Watson, say he does have like an MVP season. So then what do you say? Like, MVP season takes him to the playoffs.
Okay.
I'm not saying goes far, but takes him to the playoffs.
Are you saying if he does this, or you think he might?
No, I'm saying if he does.
Oh,
okay? If he does that, because honestly, is that not what they're expecting him to do? That's how much money they're giving him.
Want him to do. Yeah.
So, if he gets like an MVP front runner and also playoffs, does that contract make it worth it? Or would it still not be worth it?
Honestly, for the money he's getting, I think they got to be like AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Because Mahomes' deal is like fucking $500 million for 10 years or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And he's fucking won 3 Super Bowls. And that's half the money. Guaranteed fully.
Yeah.
And it's in way less time as well.
That's someone you would give the guaranteed money
Yeah,
to.
I'd give Mahomes fucking $1 billion.
Yeah.
If I fucking was owner of the team. I'd be like,
Russell Wilson?
Fuck no.
Oh. All right.
I'd
So
give Russell Wilson like fucking the contract that he got. That's probably about it.
yeah. So other than that, I don't think any other big free agency news that is really that's really noteworthy. What's that? And so going on to the next thing, what would you say kind of surprised you the most so far about the combine and the mock drafts?
Fucking Anthony Richardson's balling.
Yeah.
He fucking threw that football into the ceiling, and then he was like, I guess, I don't know if he was saying that he did it on purpose, but like, on Pat McAfee show, they said that you're a fucking idiot. On the Pat McAfee show, they said that he was interviewed by somebody and was like, yeah, I saw Will Levis at the ceiling, so I was trying to throw a hole through the ceiling.
Oh, yeah. So then, if you're looking... So from our last episode, I know we probably talked about a mock draft or two. And, of course, talks have happened, things have happened, things have changed.
Yeah, they've changed a lot. Because apparently every fucking team in the NFL's out on Jalen Carter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. And the last episode we were talking about, we were predicting whether or not this was going to affect his
draft stock.
Yeah,
because he fucking... I mean, he didn't... It's alleged, but like...
Well, how's he going to be 1 mile away from the scene if he drove it?
He may have fucking killed
If he drove the car, and they come to the scene, and then they go, were you involved? He goes, oh, no, I was a mile away.
I mean, honestly...
And now he's pleading to not say anything in court. I mean, the dude's busted. He's busted, and
I wouldn't be saying that. Just straight off the bat, it's not smart.
I mean, true. First round pick coming up. I'm sure he'll still get his draft pick, and maybe the legal issues come after he gets drafted, and then
if that's the case,
then
somebody's going to be pissed.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure the last time we talked about a mock draft, I think we both said C.J. Stroud number 1. Is that still the case?
It's kind of swaying a little bit.
Now, just keep in mind, this is only 2 weeks apart. So 2 weeks apart, and this is how crazy, how different I've seen mock drafts Anthony Richardson all the way up at 2.
I've seen mock drafts where fucking Anthony Richardson don't get drafted until like fucking 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is dumb.
So then,
I think there's no fucking way somebody is drafting fucking Will Levis over Richardson.
so,
just because the fucking upside
so
that he has.
So let's make our picks. Okay, I see Anthony Richardson going to the Panthers, and I see C.J. Stroud going to Houston.
How do you see? You think Anthony Richardson's going to be the first pick? That's not going to happen. See, in my mind, I think it's going to be CJ. Well, I don't know if it's going to be, but I think it's going to be CJ or should be. And then probably be Bryce Young.
I have Bryce Young on third.
Whether or not they trade out or not, the Panthers probably should take Will Anderson or Jalen Carter. And then after that, it should be Anthony Richardson. But I've seen that people think the Colts are going to take Will Levis, which he looks absolutely fucking shredded right now.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's put on like 20 pounds of muscle.
No, it's 4.
Huh?
He went from 226 to 230, and that's what he looked like different.
Well, he must have burnt all the fat off of his body because
maybe it's like what they said on Pat McAfee show. Maybe his nutsack weighs 20 pounds.
That could be. I bet they do. I'd love to give them a good old sniff.
Wow.
So yeah, I have Bryce Young going third in my
third
my 3
of quarterbacks.
Yes,
or
I have Will
picks?
Levis going. I think Will Levis will go 4th. But what I think would be really good, and I think this is the safest bet for who has the best pick in the top 5, would be Cardinals if they take Will Anderson, because that's going to be the smartest choice in the first in the top 5. I think that is the smartest choice any teams can make. Cardinals keep Kyler Murray, even though there's a little bump in the relationship that, from what it seems like, I feel like Kyler Murray is definitely. Well, with their offense and the game plan,
you also got
designed around him.
Yeah, but you have to think new head coach.
Yeah.
Knew everything basically there.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker just tore his ACL.
Right, but Kyler
he's
Murray,
5'9".
But you already know what you're getting in Kyler Murray.
Yeah, you're getting somebody that can't see over a fucking offensive lineman.
Well, I mean, he's
good at throwing the ball and running around. But I feel like, is so small, and these people that are tackling him are so big that he's getting fucked up.
I think smaller quarterbacks.
But he's a lot better at he is a lot better than most at getting down and not taking hits. But I feel like he cuts so fucking hard all the time that it can fuck with your legs.
So are you saying that you would see the draft, the first 5 picks being only quarterbacks?
Fuck no.
So then, if you don't have the Cardinals,
Kyler's staying there. They just paid him fucking $160 million.
Okay, so you would agree that the Cardinals would make the smartest move by taking Will Anderson.
I think,
and that would be the best pick.
No, I think they should trade out.
I think they need help on defense.
They need help everywhere. They're losing DeAndre Hopkins.
I think one way to not do that is to take a step backwards and trade out, because you're getting someone who has a top 5 pick talent, and you're helping out a defense that really, really needs help. Mm-hmm. So I just don't see them trading out. I think they need to take Will Anderson, and that's my. But the
thing is, though, is that the Cardinals, if they really need somebody, like really need them, and they think they do, because they fucking do, they should trade that fucking pick, get a pick later in the first or maybe early in the second, and maybe get like another pick, or they could get like some fucking player that another team doesn't like. Like the Browns just traded fucking a 5th round pick for Elijah Moore.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Elijah Moore is
nuts.
Good. They just fucking Zach Wilson just didn't throw him the ball. It's like OBJ and fucking Baker. Yeah. Zach Wilson doesn't throw him the ball. He's like, get me the fuck out.
Wait,
then he leaves.
You know what? I guess what I just now realized. I don't think we've ever heard of anything or read anything about Zach Wilson's. Like, what does he think about the whole situation going on right now?
They don't give a fuck because they know he sucks.
So then, would you try to trade him?
Nobody's gonna want him. He's like Sam Darnold 2.0.
Well, Josh Rosen.
Except he's got better arm talent.
For value.
Sam Darnold has a better mind for football, and Zach Wilson has better talent in terms of throwing the ball. That's it. And the only thing about Zach Wilson is he just is not. I don't know what it is with him. He just is not that good.
Well,
and he makes very bad fucking decisions.
Last season when they played the Steelers, I remember seeing the stat line. It was right before half, and he had like 9 completions for 64 yards.
It's pretty good.
And so, but that's the thing. Like, are they treating the Jets' offense with with new quarterbacks and brand new receivers. Basically, their whole receiving core is brand new. Are they treating? But are they treating that offense like how Matt Canada is a fucking idiot and treats the Pittsburgh Steelers offense? Because when you look at the Steelers offense, you're only getting streaks, hitches, and slants. Okay, that's majority of everybody's. That's majority of everybody's routes. Huh?
Didn't they get rid of him?
No, they did not.
I thought they did.
No, he's one of the few. It's so stupid. He's literally one of the only few remaining offensive coordinators from last season. You're seeing every OC getting fired. There's so many OCs getting fired this season, and the Steelers kept Matt Canada.
Yeah, Mr. Run and draw play on
exactly. So when you're looking at Kenny Pickett's numbers, and you would see his high completions and his low yardage, you would think, wow, he sucks. No, it's because the plays being drawn are slants.
No, not even slants. It's like fucking drag routes and screens. They act like they still got Big Ben.
Oh yeah, it's nuts. And so this downfall for the Jets offense. Is it fully on Zach Wilson being as shit as he is, or is it because their offense coordinator in the way that they're calling the plays makes it he's not able to be successful because he can't even there's no plays drawn up for him to actually be a playmaker.
Thing is, I saw a couple of Jets games last year, and I feel like he just wasn't good.
I mean,
Mike White.
I thought
because look, think about it. They have this offense that's not good for whatever the fuck reason, and then you go and you look at Mike White when he comes in and plays, and he plays fucking lights out every fucking time. Oh, yeah,
remember that time he came in?
Yeah, and he beat the Bengals. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, guess what we did that year? We went to the Super Bowl. Fuck you.
Did you win?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
We never won. So,
okay.
But when's the last time you went to the Super Bowl?
Was I supposed to be offended by it?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wait, when's the last time you watched your team win the Super Bowl?
Never.
I'll let you know. It feels great. All right, so, so I think we can move on from NFL. Would you agree? Or do you got anything else?
I would say we can do one more thing at the NFL, and that is we can, just for a couple of teams, maybe the Bengals and Steelers, and maybe just some bigger ones, do a couple some grades for the free agency. So for the Bengals, just because how many people they lost, and we only got Irv Smith and Orlando Brown, I would probably say the Bengals would be more like a C- in a grade, maybe a C. If they can maybe get a couple more people, because they apparently are in on Zeke, which I don't fucking get, because you're basically trading out fucking Joe Mixon for fucking Joe Mixon. So what the fuck?
Are they only in that though because that's what he said?
I think the reason that they're
or the podcast that he was on.
Whatever. I don't even know what the.
That's what he said. He said it on the podcast.
I don't think that the Bengals should go after him because I think Zeke and Joe Mixon would be basically the same. They have about the same receiving. Zeke's obviously a little better at receiving, but for the most part, they play very fucking similar.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So C- is your grade.
Yeah. Could go down, could go up, because if we don't get any more people, it would probably go down. But if we would get more people, it probably would go up, just depending on who they get. Because Irv Smith doesn't really, move the needle, really. Because Irv Smith, he said he was like, yeah, I want to go somewhere, I have a chance to win or whatever. Which is nice that he's coming, but at the same time, this motherfucker has been in the NFL for fucking 5 years and has played 2 seasons.
And you're also still trying to figure out what to do with Jonah Williams.
And also, like I said, I still think this... Oh, speaking of fucking which, actually, the Bengals, did you see the fucking Katie Blackburn said about Joe Mixon?
No.
There was a recording, and she was talking about Joe Mixon. And, they put it out how you read quotes, but when you hear how she says it, it sounds like Joe Mixon's out the door. As soon as June 1st comes, he might be gone, like I fucking said.
So, would he leave on his own terms?
I think he's going to leave, and I think we're going to draft an offensive lineman in the first round, and if Jahmyr Gibbs is there, they're going to take Jahmyr Gibbs in the second round. But I know that I saw something that said the Bengals are not looking at Jahmyr Gibbs in the first round.
All right, so here's my grade for the Steelers. I'm going to give them a B- because we didn't lose anybody very, that important. Terrell Edmonds was the biggest notable.
Didn't they sign a safety though? And
they did. Keanu Neal. We just signed Keanu Neal.
He's not a safety anymore. He's a linebacker. He moved to linebacker.
Well, maybe we don't have a safety.
I thought they signed somebody. Remember? Because we was talking about it.
Well, they just re-signed Monte Casey too.
No, there was somebody they signed. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
Anyway,
You can
you keep looking that up.
Yeah.
The other ones that I want to talk about is signed another. We have signed 3 offensive linemen so far this free agency. 2 are gone, so that I think will at least lead to a little bit of better run block because we were 27th in the league last season in run block and pretty good. I think we finished 11th or 12th in pass block. So I think signing, because one of the offensive linemen that we signed started for the Broncos last 2 seasons. He started every single game. And he had really good numbers. And it was a really, really good signing. And I definitely did not think the Steelers were going to actually hit the free agency market and go and spend. I mean, they didn't spend big. But I'm just still surprised that they splashed on the free agency market and signed offensive linemen. Because that was one of our biggest needs. Our O-line was absolute dog shit. But I see...
Yeah. Has been ever since the fucking Pouncey, ever since Pouncey left.
That whole O-line. When Villanueva, Pouncey, DeCastro, Ramon Foster, that whole crew. But so that's my biggest reason why I would give him a B- or B, because they actually addressed the positions that needed filled. From my experience and being a Steelers fan, anytime that these positions need filled, they either do it by the free agency, taking them in the 5th or 6th or 7th round, just like when we needed a right end the year Stephon Tuitt was out. Well, I forget which year that was. So then to replace him, and we had a solid defensive line, to replace him, we draft Isaiah Loudermilk out of the 7th round, and we started him every single game, and he did absolutely nothing. So it's nice that they're addressing what needs to be filled. Not in the late rounds. They're actually spending money and actually doing something. So I would say not too shabby. Okay, but what about let's do one together. Ravens.
The Ravens, they didn't sign anybody.
So what would you give them?
I mean, you can't really grade them if they ain't done anything.
But can you not still grade them? Because does that mean their team's perfect? Like they don't need any additions, any upgrades. So I'm saying.
Well, actually, they did lose Ben Powers, I believe, to the Broncos.
So will there be... I mean, because they're not doing anything with Lamar. I'm sure this probably could be a good time, or would have been a good time, to make a deal happen.
No, they should have made this deal fucking 2 years ago.
But I think they fucked this whole free agency. Everything about it. This whole offseason, I think they've done absolutely squadly nothing shit. Just nothing productive at all. And I think what this takes them to next season is out of the AFC North projection for anything. I think that they'll be right there with the Steelers.
I think if they have Lamar, they'll be decent. But at the same time, though, you got to take into account they still got John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh. He's a good coach. He makes some dumb decisions because he likes to fucking think he's fucking analytics guy and fucking has to go for it on 4th downs and shit. But, at the same time,
if you have,
it's like dude,
Jackson,
you're going for fucking 4th and 1s almost every single fucking time that, that you have at the 4th and 1. It's like the fucking Chargers with Brandon Staley. Brandon Staley's like all analytics, and he's like, well, we don't go for this 4th and 1, and we kick a field goal, then they're going to go score a touchdown. It's like, no, just fucking play the game, feel it out, just have fucking like your own fucking shit.
Yeah.
Don't fucking go by the numbers. Because you can't
trying to predict the future.
Yeah, because you're not taking into account that like, oh, you might be playing Aaron Donald or fucking you might have Jair Alexander on outside
Aaron
covering
Donald
your best
does
receiver
choke people
on the Bengals, yeah, and then hits them with their helmets.
Yeah, who did that too to the Steelers? Remember Myles Garrett?
Oh yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Yep. So then I guess let's talk about the Browns real quick.
They suck. Yeah, pretty much.
All right, that's it for the Browns. So,
I mean, but if you're going off of free agency, I mean, I don't think they've really done shit.
No, I really honestly,
if you're going
the Bengals
by,
and Steelers are the only 2 teams in the AFC North that have really done any notable signings in the
free but at the same time,
unless the Ravens do get OBJ.
But at the same time, though, the Ravens ain't getting OBJ unless Lamar stays. But
yeah, Huntley's not throwing him the ball.
Well, yeah, but also if you can't just go just by signings because the fucking the Browns traded for Elijah Moore, and having Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and Elijah Moore, that's gonna be pretty fucking nice for them, especially for fucking Deshaun, because he was like fucking iffy all year just because he fucking hasn't played in 2 years, but
And I hope he's just as bad.
Yeah,
I do. All right, I think that's it for NFL. I think we covered everything for the past 2 weeks. So why don't we kind of dive into what the biggest news is, and we are from around Cincinnati. I wouldn't say from. We're not from Cincinnati, but
I am. You're born in Lawrenceburg. I was actually born in Cincinnati.
So the biggest thing ever, and it's definitely one of the biggest holidays in baseball.
Opening day, baby.
Day.
That's a fucking holiday in Cincinnati.
And I'm going to say, if anybody doesn't know what opening day
look
is
at
in
the
Cincinnati,
pictures.
You have
it's
to look.
Fucking amazing.
I mean, it's honestly crazy because there was this. I saw this thing on Twitter. It said the Reds do have one of the most significant attendance drop-offs from opening day. It's because it drops all the way down to like 90%. Some
that's
days
because we go. It's opening day. Oh my god, we might be good. Maybe. Well, I mean, obviously not this year. We're not gonna be fucking good. But
game start.
Ooh. Yeah, the game's about to start now. But like we're just not good. And, like, people are hyped about, like, opening day just because, it's baseball season.
Yeah.
Good to go to the games. You got to pay $10 to fucking get in because we're so bad. And then, it's just a letdown.
Cheap.
And, yeah, because dude,
we have tickets.
Every time you go to a Reds game,
yeah,
the stadium is fucking empty.
Yeah.
Because we suck.
Is.
And these fucking dumbass Castellinis think that they fucking are like, we're not going to spend any money. We're not going to try and be good every time our players do get good. We're just going to trade them away for fucking prospects and draft picks that don't matter. So,
and it seems to be an ongoing cycle. So, with the Red going into opening day, there's a lot of big hopes I have for the Reds, and that's not even to win the NL Central. I'm not even asking for that much, Jake. Come on!
Max, we're going to win like 60 games.
All I'm asking for is to keep the players that show a significant increase.
We don't have nobody that can show a significant increase because, look, last year.
Wait, no, I'm hold on. Let me finish the things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for De La Cruz to be called up.
Not going to happen.
I definitely think it will happen, especially if we suck. If we suck, he's definitely coming up.
No, he won't. The Reds aren't smart.
Do
you know who our manager is?
And hold on. So we have Spencer Steer and Jason Vosler, who both played opening day. Spencer Steer, he was in the top 10 for third baseman in the prospects for the minor leagues last season. And Jason Vosler is very fast for now.
He's not fast. He's got a triple because the guy fucking hit the wall.
Hey, I'm just going off of them. MLB The Show numbers. Okay, his speed in there's an 88, and I thought that's pretty good. So I've been using him a lot in the franchise.
Sadio Mane's number in FIFA just got taken down to 79 pace. So I wouldn't go off of the
broke
numbers.
His leg or something.
He didn't. He's still playing. He played today.
And so those two, Jason Vosler and Spencer Steer, I'm hoping, and of course De La Cruz. I'd love to see De La Cruz actually play because as much as as I would love him to dominate AAA, I just don't think
he did that last year.
But the thing is, how much higher can your ceiling go when the ceiling of the players that you're playing against
are dog shit?
Are AAA, or in some case AA. They're definitely AAA players that don't need to be in AAA.
Obviously, but there's also some players that are in AAA that need to be in the MLB.
I know. So that's what I'm saying. So what's the point in keeping him in AAA? We don't have a loaded roster.
I'm not saying we do, but it's because our management is terrible.
Yeah,
David Bell somehow got a fucking contract extension, and they fucking fired every other single person that's on our staff. They fired everyone except David Bell, and they're like, that was smart, even though, he's never won more games than he's lost.
Yeah. So
ever. He's dog shit.
The likelihood of all these things happening is very slim. But the biggest thing is, if Spencer Steer really does take off and he's having a really good season.
Coming here to get a bomb.
I just don't. It burns a hole in my heart every time we get to liken somebody who is really good
if they
Reds player.
Oh, I swear.
Who can actually like represent the Reds at like an All-Star game or a home run derby.
Jonathan India, Tyler Stevenson.
Yeah, and so my guess is Jonathan India is going to be gone.
If they trade Jonathan, I'd be so pissed.
I would highly think about
more pissed.
rooting.
I'd be more pissed if they fucking traded him than if they traded Stevenson, even though Stevenson's better, just because I love Jonathan India.
Yeah,
and he is like energetic and he likes to fucking be out there. He's both
of them. They do interviews together all the time.
Well, yeah, but he's like no joke. You can just go watch him play. He is like Brandon Phillips 2.0.
Yeah.
And I love Brandon Phillips. He was my favorite baseball player.
The thing is, because I was watching a bunch of opening day, because they started streaming at like 10 a.m. So they had a bunch of stuff going on, and I watched everything. And they had this really, really good exclusive interview with Jonathan India and Tyler Stevenson. And India says in it, he says, "I love the city of Cincinnati. I think we have a great young team, and I would love to be here for the rest of my career." Okay.
Yeah, but everybody says that.
But let's take a guess right now. He's 26.
3 years.
How many more years is he in Cincinnati?
Maybe 3. Depends on how he plays, honestly.
I'm saying 1 year. And the only reason why I'm saying 1 year is because we have gone through this so many times, and we always lose the players that we love the most. Todd Frazier gone. Zach Kozar gone. Adam Duvall gone. Jesse Winker gone. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter any position players. Doesn't matter any pitchers.
Johnny
Cueto. Like we didn't need to get rid of Amir Garrett, did we?
Amir Garrett?
Yeah.
No, they just don't want to spend the money.
Exactly.
No.
Just like Johnny Cueto. Okay? I mean, we could go on and on and on and on and on about all the players that we miss and that should still be on the roster.
Yeah, but baseball is a lot different than most sports. People be leaving like crazy in baseball.
Yeah.
And
the biggest thing I think this year is to watch Nick Senzel's growth. I think this is his last year. And if he doesn't play again, then he's shit out of luck. He's got to go.
It's his last year playing probably in MLB. He'll probably be in AAA. That's about it.
Yeah.
Because his problem though, is that he can't stay healthy. He might be able to be good if he could fucking stay on the field.
And he's good when he gets on base.
And he's also very good at defense.
But he can't get on base.
Yeah.
Nor can he hit.
Well,
nor can he stay healthy to do anything, really. So
that's what I'm saying. If he actually was healthy.
Stagwin!
Yeah, Lodolo pitching today.
You know what today's going to be? Today is going to be the Reds finishing 1-1. So
that's what we're hoping for, yeah.
Do you think this series going on right now, even though it's the first 3 games, the outcome of this, is it any big early sign indicator of how the season's going to go?
1 game in baseball don't mean shit.
What if we get
swept?
could
fucking play the Dodgers and beat them by 15.
What if we get swept the whole series?
Then we suck. I mean, we suck even if we fucking win 3-0. We can't win.
Everybody said it. We were down and out when we were 2-10. We started like 2-10.
When?
Last season.
And we were.
So that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter.
This can't be too early to tell.
All you have to do to see how good we are is look at our roster.
And Hunter Green,
and I bet you, if you went and looked, if you fucking went in any other city that people that watch baseball, they will probably know 2 people on the Reds.
Yeah.
And that'd be India and Hunter Green. Or Stevenson, maybe. And obviously Votto.
Hold on. We got to do a shout out. Even though it was a ball. 105.
Yeah, we got 2 of them motherfuckers.
That's,
Chapman and fucking Hunter Green.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but my take on it is we still have no relief after the starting pitcher.
Yeah, Mr. fucking Diaz pitching in the dirt.
I mean, the one though, I do want to give a shout out to Derek Law because I think
he was doing good.
Yeah. I really like Derek Law.
I don't know why they didn't fucking play Buck Farmer.
I know.
He's our best reliever.
I thought he was opening the season on IL.
No, I don't think so. He was in the bullpen yesterday or 2 days ago.
I know we have 2 pitchers that started the season on IL.
He might have. I don't know.
But I would agree. Buck Farmer would be my first pick. But really, if the ERA gets down for the whole team, the team's average ERA, we are a good hitting team. And I think we are just I mean, more than one step away from being a playoff team.
Well,
but,
see, you got to think about it. We might have the worst outfield in baseball.
Yeah, we do.
Our right fielder yesterday, or opening day, was Will Myers. And then
he's not bad.
Well, yeah, but then he moved to first base. Yeah, but Will Myers, he won Rookie of the Year in 2014 or 13. That's a while ago. That's 10 years ago.
That's fine.
And he's been on like 3 different teams. Or 4.
Should happen.
See, but the thing is, our outfield is going to be him. And if he's not playing there, then it's going to be Will Benson, who didn't look like he knew what the fuck a baseball was yesterday or on opening day. And then the other fucking outfielders was what? Spencer Steer. Spencer Steer played good. He was hitting good. I didn't see him really in the field because they didn't hit it that much. Voss was playing first base.
Oh, wait, yeah. I can't. Who's our utility man for this year? Because we had somebody in spring training that kept switching back. It's one of the guys we just called up.
It's probably going to be fucking...
He switched back from third base, right field, and
Are you talking about
shortstop.
Encarnacion? He's not on the roster.
I might have been who I'm thinking about.
I was going to say, because he batted like 600 in spring training.
Yeah, maybe... I mean, honestly, I really don't see why De La Cruz and Encarnacion are not on our 40-man roster for the MLB.
You know why? Because they're stupid, and they will not ever be smart.
I mean, because we're wasting roster spots on fucking Stuart Fairchild.
He honestly isn't terrible, but the reason they have him on the roster is honestly kind of like a utility guy because he comes on, he pinch runs.
Yeah.
He's good at defense.
But I feel like there's definitely 2 worse Reds players on the 40-man roster right now than De La Cruz and
yeah, one of them would be, what's his name? Jose Barrio, the fucking starting shortstop.
Yeah.
Guess who should start over him? Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah.
Guess where he's at? AAA.
So, I mean, hopefully they listen to us.
Oh yeah, I bet you they're listening.
Wow, these guys have massive.
Well, maybe
cocks.
if you tell
huge
them,
balls.
Hey, maybe if you tell them that your great grandfather used to own the team.
That's true. That's true. I just turned 26 recently, and my aunt gave me a birthday gift. Let me get it for you.
Oh, guess you're just leaving.
That's right here.
Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So, if you here, go ahead, pull up your phone.
Why?
I just need you to pull out your phone.
You can just not. Just tell me.
You need to. Oh wait.
Why do I need to
Never
pull
mind.
my phone?
I got it right here. I forgot. There's a whole other page. Okay. So.
Fucking idiot.
Just so everybody can see. Okay. This here.
You better hope it.
Ancestry. Okay. You can freeze frame it, but everything's here. All right. So, Jake's a witness. He saw it day one as soon as I got this gift. Okay. So. One thing being from Cincinnati is the last name, Crosley, has a big meaning. Does it not?
It did.
Well,
not anymore.
Okay.
There's been 2 stadiums since then.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. Okay. So, going through the Martin family tree.
You don't got to go through all of it. Just the part that we want to hear.
I'm not.
This is a sports podcast, not Ancestry.com.
So, my great-great-grandfather
Are you sure? Sure it's not just your grandfather? Your dad's like 70.
No, but even though he's only my great-great, born in 1813.
Jesus Christ.
So, great-great-grandfather, his name is Pal Crosley. Okay? Wow. Connect the dots. So, in 1934, do you know what he did?
He bought the Reds.
He bought the Cincinnati Reds, and then he sold them again years later, after he was dead. So, I mean, he didn't sell it.
I was about to say.
Somebody else did. So, does that mean I have part ownership?
It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
So, I mean, honestly,
and
anybody else listening can tell me, if I took that to the Reds and I say, hey,
no, they won't.
Hey, give me a free ticket or something.
They won't.
I helped you guys get to where you are now.
They're cheap.
Without me, you wouldn't be here.
Well, they're cheapskates, man.
So, even nosebleeds. Give me standing room only.
What do you mean nosebleeds? Nosebleeds are like $5. I ain't fucking sitting. I'd rather fucking just pay for the ticket.
No, I'd go for free and then move myself down for free.
They don't let you. I've tried.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Remember that time we almost got kicked out?
Yeah, because we were talking shit to Josh Bell and Nelson Cruz.
Well, hey, they actually looked at us and they were like, you guys got to get them in check. So they're actually afraid of us.
Yeah, but At least it wasn't Anthony Rendon.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. And so I'm sure everybody knows what he's talking about. That's the fucking
Third baseman for the
Hey.
Angels.
What'd you say?
Getting called a bitch, and then he was trying to beat some dude's ass, and he might be getting suspended for.
All right, Andrew McCutcheon with the triple.
He had a triple.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
I'm about to say I know he didn't have a triple.
Okay, guys on first and third with 2 outs. Nick Lodolo.
But nice. The crazy thing about this season is that the first home run of the season went to Aaron Judge. What a fucking surprise, huh? I think it's kind of cool. Like he fucking finishes the season with a home runs to get this fake record.
He's also a bitch.
He is a bitch, but he's very good.
Yeah.
But he fucking finished the season with his little fake record thing, and now he's hitting another home run on opening day.
Well, I think
In his little tiny ass baseball field they call a fucking stadium that I could probably throw a baseball out of.
How far is it to left?
Like 325.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
Yeah.
Well, that's the Reds.
Yeah, but that's only that deep right corner. The whole right field wall in Yankee Stadium is like 325. The whole wall.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, wouldn't you think that at some point they would get a new stadium?
You know how many? There was like fucking 20 or 30 home runs last year that were hit in Yankee Stadium that would not have been a home run in any other fucking stadium.
So,
like, obviously, there's going to be the smallest park and there's going to be a biggest park. But you would think a team like the Yankees would make it to where it would be a bigger stadium and you wouldn't be able to just fucking bunt a home run.
So realistically, Judge finished like 10 short. From what you're saying.
That'd be nice. So everybody stopped sucking his dick.
He
He didn't even come save fucking America to help us against Japan. So
yeah, that was I guess we haven't recorded anything since then as well. But yeah, we did. Team USA. We bet on Team USA.
didn't go well.
Nope. So
Fucking Otani had to come in and strike out his boyfriend.
yeah, Connor Joe just absolutely smacked one.
Did he? What off the fucking dirt? And then fucking dumbass Jose Barrio.
There we go. Look at him. And Barrio just that is an error.
That's not an error.
Are you sure?
No, that was right outside of his glove. If you make the play,
the replay looked like it was in the web of his glove. Then he lost it.
That's not what happened. You just got a fucking short-term memory or something.
Or maybe selective memory.
Yeah. Anyways, baseball high rolling right now. Hopefully, with these new changes, they can get some more fans so the Reds can pay their fucking players.
Well, I think not having the switch is going to be real nice. The pitch clock is already showing that everybody loves the pitch clock.
Well, I think everybody besides the players, because pitchers...
Max Scherzer loves it.
Well, Max Scherzer's fucking using it how all pitchers should.
Yeah.
You fucking fuck with the batter. Like, he will... Like, the batter will step out because he's taking too long, and then as soon as he comes back up, he's going right away. As soon as the fuck comes out.
And they're always slicing the balls late.
Yeah.
And they just can't get set in time. But hey, if they're going to change the rules, players are going to find ways to abuse the new rules.
It's not abusing it. It's just fucking using it to your advantage.
I was literally just about to say, but it's not them abusing it. It's them being smart about it and actually using it to their advantage. But does that mean this whole pitch clock, does it only benefit the pitchers?
No, because obviously the pitcher can get fuck with you or whatever, but that also gives the batter less time. It sucks that it has.
But I feel like if you're the batter, you need
it.
more time to get reset after seeing the. Say you just saw a pitch at 99, and then you see one at 79, and then you got to step right back in. He's going to throw that next pitch.
Okay, but they're professionals. They would have to do that anyways.
True, but I just feel like this pitch clock is only going to make the pitchers better.
It's not going to make the pitchers better because they're going to get more fatigued because they can't fucking take all their time.
But you don't think
sitting
the
there
batters
walking
are
around.
more fatigued? They got to swing faster in between the lengths of period.
They have to swing faster.
No, not swing faster, but they have less rest in between.
So do the pitchers.
Swing. Yeah, true.
And they're fucking throwing it as hard as they can.
But I could throw it harder.
I bet you couldn't. Because
He's never seen me play.
Yeah, but no, the thing is too that is another new rule, with the pitching thing, is if you step off the mound to try and pick someone off more than twice, if you do it a third time, it's an automatic balk. automatic bulk,
good.
and that means there's not going to be somebody fucking like, I don't know, Trey Turner's on fucking first base and the dude's sitting there fucking trying to pick him off like 8 times in a row. It's going to be, you got to fucking do it once or twice if you want, and then you got to fucking go.
So that right there benefits
the hitters,
the base runners,
and the hitters.
Well, not really the hitters.
It
if
does.
You can't get on base.
And there's no shifts anymore. Makes it way better as well. Because
and Lodolo walked the guys. Now it's bases loaded with 2 outs.
Yeah.
So, motherfucker, dude.
Well, I told you we suck. So, but
we're gonna the best 2 pitchers both games, and we're gonna lose both games.
Well, Hunter Green didn't really play bad. I mean, he didn't play great, but I mean, he left the game with 1 run, and then somebody walked in 3 runs. So,
yeah. Well, 0-2 count. We'll see if the Reds can pull it off.
Yeah, we're not going to sit here and just watch the game, though. So you can put your head up.
I'm just seeing this one pitch. So I think early Jesus. Early projections of one last thing I want to talk about. Unless you want to talk about MLB anymore.
We could, if we wanted to talk about MLB a little more, we could. The only thing we can really talk about is we can do a little prediction on the fucking divisions, but, I mean, who the fuck cares? Honestly, we already know who's going to be good and who's going to be bad.
All right, just do NL Central.
NL Central?
Only because
it's going to be Cardinals, Cubs, Brewers, Pirates, Reds.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's how it's going to be.
Yep.
Because we suck and Pirates suck. That could flip-flop, but that's about it.
Well, both teams don't like spending money, so both teams are going to be bad.
Pirates might be worse than the Reds at that.
Well, they paid Liriano and Garrett Cole originally. They just couldn't. They didn't want to pay him anymore because then they gave the fat contract to McCutchen back.
They paid him because they weren't paying anybody else.
And they had Marte. They gave him a shit ton of money for the amount of money that he should have been making. But yeah, I think the Pirates do spend a little bit more freely than the Reds, but I think they're just as bad, even with getting.
Well, see, the nice thing though is that the Reds actually used to be good. Pirates have never been good.
Yeah, so we can look back.
They've had good players, but they've never been good. Like they've had Roberto Clemente.
They did score that as an error.
They used to have like Roberto Clemente and like. They've had Garrett Cole, not Dree Archer, Chris Archer, Chris Archer, and then what? Who's the other one? They've had fucking Joe Musgrove. No, was it Joe Musgrove? No, I don't think it was. I know he was on. I'm saying like they used to be on the Pirates.
I don't know.
I think it was maybe him. I don't know. But like, anyways,
I'm not a fan.
You could take the pitching rotation that the fucking Pirates used to have and make an all-star team with it.
Yeah,
it's
what
fucking crazy.
Reds?
No,
Sonny
not
Gray,
pitching.
Luis Castillo, Tyler Mahle, Sal Romano.
Sal Romano. Shut the fuck up. Get Jumbo Diaz back out there?
Yeah, fuck yeah. We should. I still miss Amir Garrett, but there's just not anyone on the team that really will fight anyone like Amir Garrett would. And Amir Garrett and Javi Baez are still going at it. Did you see that?
Why wouldn't they be?
They literally just almost had a face-off on opening day because Amir Garrett pitched to him.
They didn't play each other on opening day, did they?
Yeah, they did.
The Royals and the Cubs played on opening day.
Oh, maybe I'm seeing an old clip.
Yeah, no, the Cubs have been playing the Brewers.
Might have been from last season. So I guess they haven't.
Oh wait, no, wait. I forgot that he's not on the Cubs no more. He's on the fucking. No, he still ain't playing him. Javi Baez is on the Tigers.
Yeah. Well, I just don't. We need that. We need that fight. We need that dog. We don't have that. We really don't.
I think we kind of do. It's just not in that type of way. It's more like.
I just don't feel like we have a competitive attitude when we play at all.
Well, we do if India batted every time.
Well, I'll tell you why I don't think we have a competitive attitude. Because I was at a game last season, okay, and it was the 8th inning. I remember me and my fiance Emily. We went to the game. We were pretty drunk, but we were playing the Cubs. Okay, this is like middle of the season. We're still pretty bad, but if you go on a nice hot streak, maybe something could be possible. We were 18 games under 500, I think, on that day. But so it was 8th inning, and we had 2 sacks.
Let's fucking go. Jonathan India hitting the home run.
Okay. So, watching the game, we had bases loaded. Okay?
Boom!
God damn! That is...
A fucking nuke! Let's go, Jonathan India, baby. God,
Love that.
I'd fucking kiss
Love
him.
that.
I'd fucking kiss him.
All right. Way to tie it up already. First, was that the second pitch?
Let's go, yeah.
Second pitch? But my whole thing is watching the game live, we did 2 drag bunts or sacrifice bunts and bases loaded, 0 outs, and we scored 0 runs in the whole inning. But I'm not using that one to explain the whole season, but it's fucking, it's dumb
Here,
shit
hold on,
like
before
that.
we continue, are you sure it was a drag bunt?
Yeah, because we had...
Do you know what a drag bunt is?
Yeah.
So you think it was a drag bunt? You sure it wasn't a sacrifice squeeze?
No, I think because the first one was 0 outs, and so the infielders were all the way at the edge of the turf, way back. So it was a drag bunt right when the pitch happened, because it was who was our right fielder last year?
Aquino?
It was
Or
one of-
Steve Aquino
yeah,
was ours
it might-
last year.
But it was one
I
of our
love
right
that new
fielders.
thing the Reds
He
are
doesn't
doing.
play for the Reds this year. I don't know if he still plays baseball.
It's definitely ours.
But it's dumb shit like that to where it's like I feel like they just don't want to win sometimes, especially when you're watching the game. It feels like they just don't care.
I don't think it's that they don't care. It's that they know they suck, and that David Bell is not even remotely close to anything that any of our managers have ever been. Because Dusty Baker was the fucking GOAT.
But here are some other things, and I know for a fact that we've watched games together that this stuff has happened. We probably haven't talked about it before, but like when you're looking at other outfielders and other teams that have really really good defense, and you see those balls flying to the outfield that might be right in the gap. I have never once seen an outfielder, at least at a game or watching the Reds, I've never once seen an outfielder dive, slide for any ball. If it's short, they will let that.
Well, you gotta let it bounce because if you're
But
diving,
I've never seen a single fucking Reds outfielder ever dive or
then you must
anything.
not be watching enough. Then,
Anything.
because I see it all the time. You just look. You have to take into account that if they dive and miss, they're more than likely giving up a run.
Okay.
That's why you don't do that all the time.
I've never seen a single Reds player ever do that.
See, that's
If
where
you look it up, let's look it up on
you're
YouTube. Let's look it up on YouTube and see the last time that anybody's posted anything of a Reds outfielder
Max, I bet you there's
going
not,
extra for a catch.
I guarantee you there's not a single highlight of the Reds on YouTube in the past 10 years. So you ain't going to find shit.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, because I guarantee you it feels like if we could go to any other team's highlights, there would be a lot more effort into some of the outfield pop flies that are,
Because I know for a fact
not
witnessed with my eyeballs Nick Senzel doing it, Billy Hamilton doing it.
Oh, Billy Hamilton. So that's a pretty big gap. So we're talking Nick Senzel and then Billy Hamilton.
Billy Hamilton played on the Reds in like 2016.
Okay, so you're saying you've only seen it happen twice in 7 years.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying me watching with my eyeballs. I don't watch 162 of the Reds games because it's hard to watch when you know you're going to lose every game.
Right, and I understand that, but I also streamed the Mets game yesterday, and I saw 2 sliding dives in the outfield, both by separate teams, both teams.
And you also got to take
So I'm
into
just
account.
saying.
Well, you can't. You also have to take into account. There's other players on the Reds know they suck. They're not confident. They're not confident at all, so they don't think they're going to be able to make plays like that. So they're like, I don't want to give up that run, and I'll lose my job if I fucking dive and miss. And then they're going to call up some fucking 10-year-old kid to fucking come play for us.
Or they actually fucking try to go for that catch and make that incredible play. Then maybe they do get more playing time because they can cover more of the outfield.
And honestly,
there's no reason to not go for some of them. They always let the ball drop right in front of them. They always it's just dumb. It doesn't make sense. And that's what I'm saying. Like when I'm watching the Reds, I just feel like there's no competitive attitude to any team that they play against.
I think that's.
I feel like they just go up, swing, and if they hit a home run, they hit a home run. And on defense, whatever happens, happens.
I think it's David Bell. Honestly, I think they're done with that. Is that a home run? Look at Stevenson.
Yeah.
Look, our 2 good players. The ones getting hits.
Yeah. Look at that. Who would
have fucking thought?
A double. Look at him.
Tyler Stevenson's got a fat cock.
I would suck his balls dry. All right.
All right. I think that's enough baseball talk for a minute. Unless maybe the Reds do something good.
No.
But
no.
Yeah. I think baseball, we're probably good on that. I know a lot of our baseball talk's probably going to be the Reds. But the only other thing we could really talk about in baseball right now is fucking Anthony Rendon trying to kill some fan, and then fucking Hunter Renfroe making the dumbest catch I've ever seen in my life.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
I do think we do need to take a quick break, and then as soon as we're back, I say finish things up with NBA.
We'll do some NBA.
Premier
We
League.
can do a little Premier
There's a little
League
Premier
talk.
League action going on, so
Yeah, and we got some big news for Max as an NBA Premier League fan, don't we?
What?
Yeah, we got some big news for you as a Premier League fan.
What?
Just wait. We'll come back and we'll talk about it.
And guess who just hit a home run right after we got done recording the first part?
Kevin Newman.
All right.
First one on
Cincinnati
on the
Reds.
team. Fuck the Pirates.
So-
Let's play for them.
Yeah, up 3-1 now. So
Sure.
2-run bomber. I think it's funny how we were just talking about the Reds, and now
Sucking.
they listen to us. Now they're playing better. So I thought that was crazy. But heading into NBA, how does the Eastern Conference look right now in terms of who's going to make it out?
I mean, honestly, with how the fucking Celtics just absolutely laid an ass whooping on
Yeah.
the Brewers, the fucking the Bucks the other day, and how
Yeah.
Tatum before these last two games, he was terrible. Like he was just playing really inconsistent. Like if he shoots bad, he normally can he's dishing and getting rebounds and stuff, but he fucking has been balling. He in his last 2 games has missed 8 shots.
Yeah,
He's had 40 in both of them.
Yeah, they beat the Bucks 140-99. Yeah, so that was. And even Giannis said
guess what?
that they were trying harder.
And guess what? Everybody said we wouldn't beat the Bucks if Chris Middleton was playing. Guess who was playing yesterday? Or not yesterday, in that game.
Chris Middleton.
Yes, he was.
Well, he's not what he was 2 years ago.
Don't matter.
So
That's what everybody said.
2 years ago, they probably said that.
No, they said that last year when we went to the finals and played the Bucks in the Eastern Conference final. Or
I feel
the
like-
Eastern Conference semis.
But I feel like adding Chris Middleton to the conversation doesn't make any difference.
I mean,
right
you're
now.
adding at
If you're
the bare
talking Chris
minimum an
Middleton-
18.
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, but you're
That's
adding
what- yeah.
you're adding a fucking 18 point per game scorer to your team.
And they have other players that can score that.
Yeah, 2. Giannis and fucking Drew Holiday.
Brook Lopez is a good scorer.
Yeah, I bet you averages 12 points a game.
He has a good 3-point percentage on the year.
That's because that's all he does now.
Yeah, he does pretty well.
Yeah, that's all the Bucks do. They have their LeBron method.
Did
Giannis,
see
you drive
Grayson
in,
Allen?
we're all gonna stand on absolutely yam on that dude on the Pacers. He
my
looked like
God.
he looked like his head's gonna hit the top of the backboard.
Dude, I don't know how you come back from that. That and especially being Grayson Allen too. But
Mr. Triple.
my big thing is I see either Philly or Boston making it out.
I don't see Philly making it out.
I think Philly would have a pretty strong chance if James Harden is playing.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, because he's honestly either scoring or getting assists. That's all, like in each game. It's not like he's scoring
I
a bunch
also
and
think-
getting a bunch of assists. He is scoring or he's getting a bunch of assists.
But look at the matchup for Embiid.
But that's against anyone in the league. And guess who plays really good defense on him?
Pacers.
Al Horford.
They were talking about the Pacers.
But then again, Al Horford is also fucking 36, and he's getting up there. So Embiid might be able to just fucking throw his bitch ass around. So
So I don't feel like we need to talk about the play-in tournament because
who the fuck cares?
exactly and
'Cause whoever-
the odds of
whoever
any of
makes
them
it in-
making out and actually going far.
The only one that
pretty slim.
maybe has a fucking chance, just because how good they've been playing, is the
Lakers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because AD has been on a fucking tear
Yeah.
lately.
and with LeBron being back,
Fuck yeah, baby,
So-
the goat,
yeah.
the goat.
So
That's why he's the goat.
the Pacers are now only 2 games back.
I know, I love it, don't you?
I hate it because we don't need the playoffs this year. Let's just aim for it next year.
Maybe.
One that I really, really like. I know people shouldn't, they don't tank, or players always say they will never tank.
Well, they're definitely not.
But let's definitely
They're just
tank.
not as good as other
But
players.
let's definitely tank for the rest of the season.
Who y'all's coach? Rick Carlisle?
Yeah,
You think he's gonna do that?
no, but
There's only 5 fucking games left.
I know. And so hopefully we lose all 5. I hope we do. And, I mean, that might sound terrible to other Pacers fans, but I'm more worried about the future. I don't care about this season because the season already shows we have, very, very, very big weak spots when it comes to the bench and wing defense.
No, and defense in general.
Well,
besides fucking Miles Turner.
And Tyrese.
Yeah.
They're the only 2 really good because Buddy Hield just kind of lets them go. He's on the wing, and then they go, and he stays.
Or maybe they could just be like, hey, we got this guy on our bench. He's pretty good. Maybe we should start him. Benedict Mathurin.
Or Nora, small forward, because he's actually been playing really good since.
Yeah, he's also very good at defense because his arms are longer than his body.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, and he fucking hit this deep, deep, deep ass 3 for no reason the other day, and Grayson Allen was right in his face. Yeah, we were down by 7. The pitch clock. And so the shot clock had just started. Yeah. And we had like 19 seconds left.
Paul George,
and he fucking literally pulled. My God. And I was like, okay, that's nice. But yeah, enough about the Pacers. We suck. So I see Philly or Boston. My best guess, if I were to make a bet, I would put my money on Boston.
I just feel like we're a more complete team.
But what about going to the Western Conference? Is there any clear team that like makes it out, goes straight to the finals without any struggles? Because if you're looking at the Clippers seeding, look at the Clippers seeding and with the team that they have now and how good they're playing recently. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're going to get an easier matchup only because for half the regular season.
Are you talking about you said the Clippers?
Yeah. Aren't they at the 4th seed?
No.
They're not.
No, they're in like the 6th or 5th.
Oh, then yeah, they'll still be fine.
I mean, they're going to be playing. If they're in the 6th seed, they're playing the Kings. Good luck, because they, I think, are very close to being the best scoring offense ever in basketball, or most efficient or something.
Sabonis is a tough man to handle in Sacramento.
That's not even the worst part for anybody playing against them. They got fucking De'Aaron Fox, who's a fucking baller.
Yeah.
Malik Monk's having his best season probably ever. And they have Davion Mitchell coming off the bench. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah.
They're fucking stacked, honestly.
Yeah, they are.
And they got, what's his name, Herder. He fucking strokes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's all he did with Atlanta.
That's all he does in general.
Freaks. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so I would say...
In the West, look, every team in the West has a huge flaw. Because, like, the Nuggets, their defense is terrible.
Oh, awful.
The Grizzlies, they're a bunch of fucking loudmouths. And they...
John Morant shoots everybody.
Okay, yeah, don't say that.
No.
But, like, the Grizzlies, they're good. They're young. So they don't know how to really get there and do these things. Because I think if the Grizzlies played the Warriors in the playoffs, the Warriors are beating them.
I think the Clippers are going to make it out.
And out of the West?
First round.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like, what are you talking about?
I see the Warriors.
Oh, never mind. I just fucking remembered. KD's fucking playing. The fucking Suns are going to win.
Yeah, why did we not... Yeah.
The fucking KD fucking.
So I'm gonna pick either. So if I were to pick Sacramento or Phoenix, it depends on how good KD's playing when he's back. And if KD's just like his old self, I don't know. See why he wouldn't be.
He scored 30 last night and fucking missed like 3 shots.
Oh, then yeah, it's gonna be Phoenix. Yeah.
Well, see, the thing is too is no one's gonna like this because you're just gonna call me a LeBron meat rider, but honestly, if the Lakers play how they're playing right now, I think the Western Conference Finals is gonna be KD versus LeBron.
That'd be sick.
And that would be amazing.
We haven't seen that since like 2000.
We've never seen that.
Well, I'm just saying like them two playing against each other. Yeah. That hasn't happened since 18.
Well, no, 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even just to see them play against each other again, that'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, but the thing that sucks for LeBron, if that does happen,
Phoenix is better.
Phoenix is stacked to the fucking gill and fucking just ballers.
Yeah.
It sucks. And if it comes down to Phoenix, Lakers, Boston, Bucks, or Sixers, I'd probably go Boston, Suns. As much as I want LeBron to go to the finals again and lose to the Celtics, I would.
I'm gonna throw a wild one out for you.
You're gonna say something stupid. What?
What do you think I'm gonna say?
I don't know what you're gonna say, but it's gonna be something stupid.
I'm gonna say finals prediction is gonna be.
Oh, here we go.
Heat.
The Heat that can't score?
The Heat.
Okay.
Because Jimmy Butler's just a different man in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to say
Jimmy Butler's also 32. And getting old. Kyle Lowry, they just traded for he's got like a $30 million
it's going to be
contract.
Heat and Nuggets in the finals.
That's absolutely absurd. Nuggets have a chance, but they ain't fucking making it.
Yeah, Heat and Nuggets in the final.
Yeah, sure.
And I got the Nuggets winning it. 111-97. Game 6. Okay.
Now that happens.
Clip that. MVP.
Who's going to win?
Yeah.
See, if they would take into account because I feel like nowadays they're kind of just going off of who has the best numbers. If they take into account team and everything,
Jason Tatum.
I would say it's probably either Tatum or Jokic
Giannis.
again. No, because Giannis has missed a bunch of games, I feel like. I would probably say it's Tatum or Jokic, but I don't think... Just because
What about Embiid?
Because I know he's inconsistent. Yeah, but...
He was top 3 last time.
You know the last
think
time. You know the last time that somebody's won MVP and missed 15 games. Bill Walton.
Oh,
Yeah,
been a while.
yeah, that was the 70s.
Do you think my dad's older than Bill Walton?
He 100% is. I
Damn.
think. Nicely, he might not be because Bill Walton's a professional basketball player. In the
My dad's
70s.
74.
Well, we'll
75.
Yeah.
75.
He'd probably be up there. So, but yeah, I would probably say it's going to be Jokic, Embiid, or Tatum would be my guess.
Defensive
they
player
give
of the
it-
year?
Defensive player of the year.
Jokic.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe giving up the most points.
He does.
I would probably say defensive player of the year would probably go to
Rudy Gobert.
If they give it to Rudy Gobert again, they need to fucking just quit doing that shit. Like, that's crazy if they do that.
Yeah, what about Miles Turner? Why can't he win it?
No, I don't think
Sabonis.
He's not that great on defense.
Numbers
Honestly, I
look
don't even
good.
fucking know. I can't really think of nobody. Probably be like Giannis or something. Or
Anthony
Embiid.
Edwards.
No, but he could probably win like something like most improved. But that normally goes to somebody that just improves a lot of minutes and gets more playing time and plays good.
Tyrese Halliburton.
No, because he played good on the fucking Kings.
And they
Or
gave
actually,
him
that
up.
was- yeah, so
Oh, you know, when you look at that, you say both teams won that trade?
yeah, I think it was pretty fucking even. You get fucking Sabonis and whoever the fuck else they gave up, and then you get Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson.
And Jalen Smith.
Jalen Smith definitely was not in that trade.
It was a three-way trade.
It was the Pacers out of that trade got Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson.
Oh, yeah, we got Jalen Smith for cash.
Yeah, I think it was from the Suns.
Yeah, it was.
Um,
Because they said he's 21. You know, he's still only 21 years old.
yeah, he also looks like a fucking buffoon with them glasses on.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't really know on the awards thing, just because there's no defense fucking played in NBA barely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
So that's all right.
Coach of the year though, Joe Mazzulla. First year, already got a better record. If we lost the rest of our games, than fucking Ime Udoka.
What about Rick Carlisle? How far off is he?
Hell, fucking no. Ain't no way. Maybe fucking Mike Brown with the Kings. That wouldn't be a bad one. But
All right. I say we're ready for Premier League action. So I just want to say before going into today and what happened today, because it's bullshit of what happened today.
in soccer,
Yeah,
what the Man City won?
yeah, they cheated, but we have a very, very, very important game tomorrow.
What's that?
Man U,
Versus?
Newcastle.
Not really that big.
How's that not big?
What place is Newcastle in?
Fifth.
Oh yeah, Tottenham's in fourth. Never mind. I thought Newcastle was in
This is a
fourth.
big game. So,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's not going to be any big running for Man U to win the title. That's just not going to happen. It's not.
Well,
I don't think
Arsenal's
it
got
can't
the fucking
happen.
title in the
Yeah.
bag. So.
But the biggest thing, of course, top four, Champions League. But it's really not even that far out from being out of the top four when you're looking at the table. With Newcastle being only 3 points behind Man U,
And they're fucking
Tottenham-
2 spots down.
and 2 spots down. They have played the same amount of matches, 26. Everybody else has played 28. And then you're looking at Tottenham is 1 point behind, who they're up. They have 28 matches played.
Yeah,
so
Tottenham, them, they're gonna fucking fuck it up somehow.
Yeah, I feel like Tottenham loves between like 4th and like 6th place. Like, that's always where they.
Well, they want to get in the Champions League
out.
or maybe like right outside,
Yeah.
just because they don't want to make their fans, too excited.
They don't want to fill their trophy case.
Yeah, they don't have
Too
a trophy
fast.
case. So.
Yeah. So, even if what I'm predicting honestly is I do predict a draw for tomorrow only because of the big break, and I think
that big break, man, you gonna come out flying.
Well, I don't know because Rashford will not be there tomorrow.
Why?
And Casemiro is still suspended, and Scott McTominay is not healthy.
Well,
so
McTominay is kind of a negative.
Well, we're down 2 midfielders already.
They can just play Fred in defensive midfield.
Yeah, we don't have anybody after that.
Well, yeah, obviously, but you can fucking switch some people around, change.
So they're saying Weghorst is not healthy either. So Weghorst will not be available to play.
Just put Malanga over there.
So it looks like
Anthony Malanga.
So a couple reasons why I'm not feeling too hot about this match tomorrow. Only because I think missing Casemiro is huge for the defense.
Well, obviously.
And him fucking getting another red card, 4-game suspension this time.
He loves that.
So
never had one before he got to the Premier League. Got 2 of them in a fucking 3-week span. He loved to see that.
Yeah.
So let's be done with talking about Man U because they haven't played yet.
Right. So
I didn't get to watch it again because for whatever reason, Man City likes to play in fucking early morning. And but
I woke up.
I stayed up till 3 in the morning.
And I watched it.
You didn't. But we just beat the fuck out of Liverpool. I mean, it was 1-1 at halftime.
Hey, well, to be honest,
win 3-4
before the first goal, Liverpool were fucking sweating their dicks off, and it looked like all the tactics were used in the first 15 minutes because in the beginning of the game, Liverpool were literally triple teaming the ball, and anytime the ball, no matter who the ball ended up with, they were trying to trap him every single time. And they just kept going for the breaks and literally sprinting as fast as they can down the field. But once again, Mo Salah can't finish. And
he scored a goal.
He won, yeah. It was kind of gifted to him. But I just think Liverpool, without Salah, without Gakpo, they have literally nothing besides Nunez.
Nunez isn't good.
That's what I'm saying. So without either one of them,
and Van Dijk looks like a fucking shell of himself.
Yeah, and without any of them having like a good attacking presence, because I watched the game, Salah really did not have any threat for the entire game.
He hasn't really been playing good all year.
Yeah, and so with Man City, they literally the first 3 goals, it looked like Liverpool was just handing them the ball, and then Man City's actually smart with it. Instead of Liverpool taking shots from 20 yards out from the box, Man City dribbles and passes inside the box.
What's crazy is we beat them 4-1 and we didn't even have Haaland playing.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Man of the match, Mr. Grealish.
Jack Grealish, yeah.
My fucking dog. I fucking love Jack Grealish.
Yeah, he's a bitch, but
He's finally coming into form this season.
So, how does second place feel?
Better than third.
Yeah.
Oh wait, who also's in the Champions League quarterfinal? And in the
Chelsea.
And in the, I think it's the Carabao Cup quarterfinal? Or no, semifinal actually.
We're in that.
Oh no, we're not in the semifinal actually. I think we're in the final playing Man U. Or is it the semi?
No.
It's semi?
We're still in the semis.
Okay. I don't remember.
You still got to lose first pitch.
Who the fuck do we play? I don't even know. Whatever. But we gonna win that shit. It don't matter. Man, you ain't beating us again.
Yeah, I'm sure.
After last time, they're not gonna let that happen again.
Oh, yeah, after last time.
Yeah.
That was a really good game.
That was a good game. But
for Man
would have
U.
been better if Man City would have won.
See, now, but next season, when they're in Division, 10, are you just a Forest fan?
No. We're not going to get relegated. So.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Things change.
They're just going to do a 15-point deduction, keep us in 4th place. We'll make the fucking Champions League again. Don't matter.
I feel like they definitely are not going to get away with just that.
We'll see. It's been going on for a while, and
if they do,
still haven't said shit
that'd
about
be so fucked up. Literally so fucked up. But it's okay. I'm sure every club does it, and they're just the ones to be caught. So
I was about to say, because Juventus got the same thing.
Yeah.
Barcelona's about to get it.
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it happens at every club. So
It's just soccer, dude. They got them fucking Saudis coming in. They fucking just run ship and
3-2
fucking
game
start
now, though.
throwing money around.
O'Neal Cruz is tearing us up.
He has been, yeah.
Well, yeah. Other than that,
Hey, I mean, Arsenal,
Arsenal's definitely. Yeah, they got it.
they
so.
just are fucking too fucking
There,
good.
yeah,
bro.
I don't think we need to do any predictions because there's no predictions to be made. I think it's shown itself
dude,
right
fucking
now.
Leandro Trossard, they fucking just got. He's played, I think
Yeah.
they said 11 games or something, and he's got 1 goal and 7 assists.
Fuck Brighton for literally just kicking him out of the club like that.
They didn't kick him out. They fucking got a shit ton of money for him.
Yeah, they should have kept him.
No, they shouldn't. Tiny clubs like that ain't keeping players like that. You gotta get your money
they're
while you
gonna be
can.
bad
Get
for-
young players, help your team get up a little more. You start getting more recognition. Then you start keeping players and staying up, like Newcastle.
Yeah, but how long does a club have to be?
A while.
Because Brighton's been in a club. I think
When has
they're
Brighton
like the
been good?
they're like the third oldest, one of the third oldest clubs.
Yeah,
mean-
Wrexham FC is the second oldest club in
Right.
the world.
So I'm assuming
and they
that
still aren't
tactic-
that good.
Isn't always the right.
I'm not saying it's
way to
right,
go.
but I'm saying when you're a lower club like that, those players are not going to stay there.
So when you're thinking about it, it's just like the Reds. They get good, you sell them, then you restart.
No, you don't restart. You get these good players. They're not going to stay there. You get big money for them.
Right.
Then you get younger players because these younger players go to worse clubs.
But at the end
And
of
then
each season,
these younger players are helping these teams get up a little more and get up a little more, get up a little more. And then when you get up that high and you're making that money because you're winning, then you can keep these players and they might want to stay.
but I feel like if the club's been around for 200 years, don't have a lot to show for it. I feel like maybe they shouldn't keep selling the players that get good,
Well,
and then
see-
keep the players so they have a team to compete with.
So what do you think? Leandro Trossard just going to be like, yeah, I just want to stay here.
No, I'm just saying. I feel like that's the same for any small club. I mean, I'm comparing it to the Reds because it feels like it's the same situation where you just keep restarting, especially when you're talking about the small clubs. What is really the purpose of continuing to do that when there's no continued? I mean,
Well,
at the end of the
you-
season, it's still failure. You didn't get what you wanted. Failure every season. So why keep repeating that same process? Why not keep the young players?
Because they cannot pay them.
I'm sure not every single young player is going to be at the point where they can't afford to pay them.
It's not every young player. Leandro Trossard is a fucking on the fucking verge of a world-class player.
Well, Brighton last season transferred out 11 people, and that was the most.
And guess what? They finished in 6th place.
Right,
Or like 7th.
right. But how are they doing this year?
They got rid of their coach.
Okay.
He went to Chelsea. And
So
they're doing
So
worse
how are
than
they
them.
doing this year?
They're in like fucking 6th or 7th.
Brighton?
Yes.
So at one point in time, do they ever just keep the young players?
I don't think you have a fucking brain if you haven't just been listening. They cannot pay these young players that are that good.
They
They don't
can.
have the money.
They can. I
They
feel
don't
like
have the
they're
money.
not even trying to keep anybody.
Max, you could
No.
fit the amount of people that could fit in Brighton Stadium in your house.
No. Brighton holds like 12,000 people.
That's not a lot.
That's like Bournemouth.
Old Trafford holds like 80,000.
Oh yeah, that's Old Trafford. You're
Okay,
talking about
Newcastle,
Brighton.
they fucking hold like probably 60 or 70.
Yeah.
A lot of teams can do that. But like I said, Brighton is a smaller club. They cannot afford that. That's why they get these players that are younger, and they have to sell them so they can get money. Because Leandro Trossard is like 80 million.
Yeah, but
You get
Brighton's
that
not
80
even.
million into your transfer books, you can get a couple of good young players. They bring you up a little more. And if you are good enough and they want to stay, they stay, whatever. But for the most part, those clubs or those players, they grow up and they're like, I want to go play for a team that's going to be in the Champions League. Or in Europa
But
League.
even if you're looking at a table, even right now, I guarantee you Brighton still has more transfer budget than almost half the Premier League.
You know, transfer budget goes off your owners.
Yes. Yes.
You think that they have money than more than half the Premier League?
Yes.
Nottingham Forest, nope. And they're bottom.
What?
They don't have more money than Nottingham Forest.
Well, Nottingham Forest
is on the bottom of the table.
Who owns Nottingham Forest?
Bunch of fucking Saudis, probably.
Yes,
I think
they do.
So.
Yeah, so fucking a prince of a country owns them.
Well,
so, and they're not doing squat shit. They haven't done nothing.
Well, they didn't have any really insanely big signings. The only one they really got was fucking Keller Navas on a fucking free. Or actually,
that's still so weird.
On a loan.
Yeah, 1 year. So, yeah, that is so weird that he's still. It's weird seeing Navas and a Premier League jersey. To be honest,
I mean,
they try to keep him.
No, they're gonna keep him. They got fucking D. Henderson behind them. They'll keep D. Henderson for a little bit.
Yeah. So looking at the Champions League.
Well, hold on. Before we talk about Champions League, how does Chelsea lose 2-0 to fucking Aston Villa?
I don't know.
Or Aston Villa. Sorry.
I don't know. I feel like Chelsea is just like how Man U was like the last 2 seasons.
Except Man U could score. Chelsea can't.
Man U's goal differential has been like terrible the last 3 seasons total.
Okay.
Last season we were in negative.
But they could score. Who was the worst player on Man U like 2-3 years ago? David De Gea.
Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, Wayne Rooney, Everton's coach or whatever the fuck. Actually got fired, but
Derby County.
Yeah, whatever the fuck team he was on. But yeah, I mean,
well, it's simple. Chelsea sucks. They don't have any good tactics, and their manager is terrible.
I mean, I don't think their manager's terrible. He's the reason Brighton was good. I think that they need to.
So if you make Brighton good, how are you not making Chelsea good with the amount of with the players that you got? You've got the same schedule.
Well, see, look, when Graham Potter came in, it was like last year in, I think it was the winter transfer window. He comes in, he can't get any people because the transfer window just ended. So he has fucking Thomas Tuchel's team, which is a bunch of fucking retards. And then you fucking go through the season, you go through summer, and they can't really sign anybody because they have to fucking move people around and people are hurt like Conte. Conte fucking plays 2 games a year. So they have to fucking do all that shit. Then I don't know who the fuck they're thinking they are when they're signing only wingers and defenders. They need to fucking sign midfielders like fucking crazy. Because they finally did sign one, Enzo Fernandez, which he's been doing good, but like you can't just sign fucking one midfielder that's fucking 24 years old and be good.
Yeah,
and Reece James.
They're money,
always hurt. That's
they got money to fix the problems.
Their fucking center backs always hurt. Reece James, he was hurt for a long ass time. And then they, for whatever reason, want to keep Azpilicueta around, even though he's fucking 60 years old.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Imagine he's not as fast anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just find it funny, and I like watching it happen.
You know, I think it's funny is that the UEFA fucking club rankings come out, and Chelsea's ranked fucking 3rd
in
the world. Ranked 3rd in the world over fucking Real Madrid.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
It does not, and so that list is terrible. But, all right, let's do our Champions League predictions.
Okay.
Sadly, I'm just going to say it
They
now.
made the worst bracket of all time, dude.
Sadly, I'm just going to say it now, but Man City will more than likely,
I would like to know who the
League.
fuck picked these games, unless they're doing a random draw, but there's no way they do a random draw, and the four best teams end up on one side.
Yeah. That's so stupid.
Like Napoli, everybody's like, oh, they're the best team in the world. No, they're
look
not.
Who
they're good.
Play.
They play in fucking
They have
Serie A.
a fantastic record, yeah.
They play in Serie A, 1. And 2, they have not played barely. I think they were in Barcelona's group. That was the only hard team they've had to play this entire time. The Champions League run they've been on. And now they have to play, I think it's like some other lower league, or not lower league, but lower Italian team. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Or no, they played Porto, I think.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But like, it just makes no sense. Like, how are you going to have Munich,
the
Madrid,
biggest clubs in the world on one side,
City, and Chelsea playing each other in the fucking quarterfinals, and then you got fucking Napoli. Who is it?
Well,
Napoli, like AC Milan, or not AC
time.
Milan, like Roma, whoever the fuck. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
The final is going to be the semifinal of the fucking side that Man City, Real Madrid, fucking Chelsea, and whoever the fuck's on. That's going to be the final, basically, because whoever wins, that's going to win.
And then Man City will definitely
hopefully they can win the fucking thing. They ain't won one before, so.
Yeah, they can get that one before they get moved down to Division 10.
Would be fucking ideal, but, you know, we'll probably fucking... I bet, like, something stupid's gonna happen, like, Chelsea will fucking beat Madrid, we'll beat Bayern Munich, and then Chelsea will beat us again, and I'll kill myself.
All right. Well, I think that's all we have for today's podcast. Took a little bit of break, but we'll be back on a regular schedule.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Life events happen, shit happens. But this is the video version, so of course you will see it posted on YouTube. So
yeah, we got to go make a YouTube channel after this.
We do, yeah. So we'll post a link to that, so you'll see the link. So feel free to definitely give us a watch and
let us know also what you guys maybe want to hear us talk about, because obviously not everybody's into fucking soccer and not everybody's into baseball.
And that's why there's a Q&A pool right on the Spotify link. So regardless if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Music, there's a link that takes you to the same website. And through there, we do all of our updates. And so through those links, I'm going to include this, while we're here. Through the links, if you are a subscriber, if you do pay $10 a month to be one of the subscribers, there is subscriber-only audio. There are subscriber-only episodes. There's one up now. And so if you pay $10 a month, no matter what you're on, Spotify, Apple Music, you will be able to get access to that show. So there'll be other more fun episodes in the future. We are just two working adults and have a very busy schedule right now.
Yeah, we get some more fans. Maybe we can just do this full time. That'd be ideal.
Yeah, that's what we want. So help us out so we can. I love GameStop. We both love GameStop. Mm-hmm. But who else wouldn't love to talk about sports every single day, all day long?
Hey,
that's what
been my dream forever.
Yeah,
so.
That's what we would love to do. So, all right.
Look at Penny's face.
There's Penny. I will see you later.
And before we actually go, thank you to the 4 people that follow us on Spotify.
Yes,
it's very nice, and thank you, and thanks for listening. It's awesome to have people listening to us.
Every time I see a new Spotify follower, I get erect.
Yeah. And then I call Max and we kiss each other on the phone.
And every time we get a monthly subscriber, my dick shrinks 1 inch.
Can't really shrink much more, can it?
It's inside me. Other than that, we'll be back. Yeah. This has been the JM Pro Sports Talk. Ah.